Previously on D&DZ. The party stormed the kobold lair and killed them all, retrieving the kobold effigy. They returned to Adventure Co. and turned in the quest, receiving their reward. They decided to go to sleep, and in the morning they were encountered by a spider that told them he had been transformed by an evil wizard. The party decided to believe the spider and investigate, finding the evil wizard in a magic shop nearby. The wizard turns invisible and escapes. They track the wizard to the sewer. Einpei gets a deadly butt disease. They kill the wizard, obliterating him into a fine paste. They are later questioned by the guards about the wizard's murder, but since he was wanted, it's okay. They take another quest from Adventure Co. relating to mysterious disappearances. Rumor has it might be the Chain Gang. The party heads in the woods to search for clues. Einpei separates from the party and decides to burn down a church. Einpei is knocked out and captured by an unseen assailant. The party sees the flames rising and decides to check it out. They are also captured. The party awakens chained together by magic chains that keep them tethered within 5 feet of each other. They overcome crossing a river with teetering platforms, fending off skeletons, and navigating a deadly labyrinth to recover 4 colored gems to open the exit. They get their stuff back and leave the labyrinth, emerging upon a grassy hill. They see campfire smoke rising deeper in the woods and decide to head that way. It gets late and they take a nap. When they're sleeping, a trickster fairy visits them and gives them a strange joined dream in which Einpei is a fancy nobleman and Gurg is in a maid outfit. When they wake up, they find out it was the trickster fairy. The fairy leaves Gurg with a pendant of centipede warding that keeps centipedes away. The party tracks the Chain Gang to a cave, and they join them in sleep. In the morning, they head out escorting 2 slaves. They're going to head to a village to get more slaves to sell. One of the slaves escapes, running towards the village, and Einpei sprints after him, picking him up, carrying him bridal style towards the village, followed by 5 cronies and Sir Relic. Rogar, Gurg, and Davis fight and kill the Chain Gang leader and 1 crony, while the others are running towards the village. Einpei arrives at the tree line to the village, and the cronies plus Sir Relic show up, and they fight with the cronies. The fight spills into the village, and the cronies are defeated. Rogar, Gurg, and Davis join up with Einpei and Sir Relic once again. Einpei throws the slave he's been carrying at the villagers like a bowling ball and knocks them down. He does that 2 more times, and on the 3rd, the slave's head is smashed into the corner of a building, and the slave dies. Einpei kills the villagers. Gurg steals dirty underwear from a villager's house. A patrolling knight happened to see the action, but only after the fights with the villagers had begun. He thinks the party was acting in self-defense, and they are free to go. The party begins heading back to Talgor, but they see 2 hooded figures leading a bound and gagged man. They intervene and rescue the man. It turns out the hooded figures were cultists, and they were going to sacrifice this man. The main party turns in the quest, but Einpei is convinced the man is hiding something and follows him to his house, and then breaks in. The party has a conversation with Adventure Co. about the disappearances still happening. It turns out that it was not actually the Chain Gang. The party has a lead and is going to follow it up in the morning. Einpei follows the man to the same inn where he has a drink with his buddy, and Einpei stays up all night drinking and gets completely smashed. The party regroups in the morning and heads for the woman to investigate.
Hey mate, that's great and all, but who are you and what are you doing here?
Oh, I was just catching everyone up on your adventures that they'd missed.
Everyone? Who's everyone?
And why did you set up here and now?
Don't worry about it. I just wanted to show off my pretty pictures.
Hold up a minute here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's Tetepo?
And so the party snapped back into character and continued on with their quest.
So, I guess we should head in and talk to this lady. Davis, do you think you can see if she has any magic still affecting her?
Sure thing, mate. I'll give her a good once over with my magic eyes.
Well, let's give this a go then.
Hey, lady. Lady. Hey. Hey, guys, she has a mark on her. Davis, do you know anything about this?
That's some right evil juju there, mate. Never felt anything like it. If only there was someone in the city who might know more about this.
Actually, an archmage from the capital is here visiting to investigate corruption in the mages in the city ever since that one mage was found out to have been turning people into spiders.
Oh yeah, that bloke.
The archmage should be at town hall if you want to go see him.
Well then, let's go.
The party went into town hall and spoke with the Archmage. They were informed that the mark they saw was the mark of a black magic cult that had been operating within the kingdom recently. They were told to procure blessed water and add a drop of your blood to it and have the woman drink it. They were told to then use magic to cure the woman's wounds. The party headed to the church in search of the ingredients they needed.
Hello, adventurers. What can I do for you?
This is not a nobleman who have committed the crimes we are after.
Is he okay?
He's fine. We need pure blood and blessed water. Got either?
I can certainly help with the blessed water, but I'm not sure about the pure blood.
Aren't you a priest, mate? Shouldn't your blood be pure?
I used to push hard drugs and pimp women out, my son. I'm born again, but certainly not pure.
Fine. Does anyone here have pure blood?
I do. And here's your blessed water.
thanks.
All right, guy. Go ahead and prick your finger. Get the blood in the water.
I am still of having the thought of nobleman is around back of this plot.
You need to rest up, buddy. When we get back to the woman's house, how about you and me crack open a cold one and take it easy?
You are having the good point, and will me be happy to join you in said quest.
And so, the party returned to the woman's home with their pure blood and blessed water concoction. They had the woman drink it, and Sorrel used cure on her wounds. The woman convulsed violently before falling limp. The party determined she was fine and decided to wait for 16 hours with her until she woke up.
What happened? Who are all of you?
Oh, you're finally awake.
You sure gave us a right scare there, Sheila. Me and the blokes were worried you weren't going to make it.
I thought I was dead. They put me under some kind of spell, and all I knew was pain and darkness.
They? Who's they?
The men that took my son. They burst into my home in the middle of the night and took him. They pinned me down to the table and chanted in a strange language while they carved their mark in my flesh. The next thing I knew, everything went black, and I saw terrible visions of a strange monster before my existence became an eternal agony. Seconds passed like years in my hellish prison, and I wasn't able to even have the sweet release of death. I was plagued by horrid sensations and eldritch abominations for what felt like decades before it all finally faded to a black emptiness before I awoke here.
That's rough, buddy.
Can you remember anything about the men? We're going to find your son, but we need all the info we can get.
There were 5 of them. They were quite strong and worked together well. They wore flowing black robes trimmed with red and wore stone masks.
Masks? Maybe they were going to a costume party afterwards.
And nobleman is of a type likely to throw Zan party for napping of children.
Any idea where they were going?
No, sadly not.
I know it's not much to go on, but maybe you should talk to the local mask merchant to see if he knows anything about the masks.
I guess we've got no other leads. Let's check with the mask merchant.
Will the masked merchant have any ideas? Will the party find the woman's son? What's up with this strange cult? Find out next time on DNDZ.